on how to play the clarinet. So let's get started. First, you want to know the 5 parts to your clarinet. So there's the bell, there's the lower joint, there's the upper joint, the barrel, and your mouthpiece. So let's go ahead and get these parts together. So go ahead and take your bell and your lower joint. And then you're going to put this cork right here into your bell. See how mine fit together really good? Yours might not do that. So you're going to take your cork grease. It looks like chapstick. And you're just going to rub a small amount onto your cork. I'll show you on a different piece of mine. So go ahead and take your cork grease and just rub a small amount onto your cork all over. Now this should help your parts go together better. Okay, so now that you have these together, go ahead and take your upper joint and put it on top of the lower joint. And there's a little indicator on the side that shows that you've put them together correctly. Right in here, you can see, oh, I hope you can see that. They're overlapping right here. And then you're going to take your barrel and put it on top of your upper joint. Then last, but definitely not least, you have your mouthpiece. Oops. So go ahead and slip that on. And if you look at your mouthpiece, there's an opening in it, right in here, and you want it to line up with these 3 pieces right here. So go ahead and check that, and if they're not, go ahead and line them up. Alright. And then you're going to take your reed. It's this little piece of wood, and it's what causes the vibration in your instrument. And it works best when it's wet. So go ahead and put it in your mouth for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So after that time has passed, you're just going to take it out of your mouth, and now you're going to attach it to your mouthpiece. To do that, you're going to take off your ligature. It's this round metal thing right here. And then if you look at your reed, there's, on the 2 sides, one side is fully flat, and on the other side there's a bump. Go ahead and take the side that's completely flat and put it up against your mouthpiece. And then line up the top of your reed with the top of your mouthpiece. Go ahead and hold it in place. Take your ligature and slip it over your mouthpiece and reed, and make sure that your reed stays in place. And then go ahead and tighten the screws on your ligature. But make sure you don't tighten them so tight that you have to use all of your strength to get them undone. Okay. Now we're going to get to playing. So if you're sitting down, make sure you're sitting up straight and your feet are flat on the floor. This will help improve your sound. Okay. Make sure you're holding it correctly. So put your left hand on the top and put your thumb right here on this hole right here. And then you're going to take your right hand and you're going to put it right below the thumb rest. This right here is your thumb rest. So go ahead and put it right below there. And it should look like this. And then you have to actually put the clarinet in your mouth to play it. So you're going to put about this much of your mouthpiece right below, or not right below, right behind your upper teeth. And then once you have that done, you're going to tighten your mouth muscles all around it. And it's going to be kind of like you just tasted sour lemon and you puckered up. So like this. And then you can't just leave your tongue hanging there. You have to put it right behind your reed. Okay, that should feel a little abnormal at first, but you'll get used to it. Okay, so now you have that, and once it's just like that, you're just going to blow through your mouth. Now, if you can't get a sound out, try using a little more air. You're not going to break it, and don't be afraid to be heard. And if you try that and it still doesn't work, your reed might not be wet enough. So go ahead and lick it a little bit and then try again. Oh, and if you hear that, That's completely normal. It's just a squeak and it's totally natural. So let's give it another try and don't get discouraged. See? And now, if you try flicking your tongue against the reed, kind of like a lizard or a frog, like this, that's what's known as articulation. That will be a vital part to playing a clarinet later on down the road. So then comes the time that you have to be done playing your clarinet. So you have to know how to correctly disassemble your instrument and take it apart. So go ahead and unscrew your ligature, and then set it down somewhere, and then take your reed off and wipe it off somewhere. I usually use my shirt. And then you're going to put it back inside of its reed guard. Okay. Now you have to clean your clarinet. So go ahead and turn it upside down so the bell is at the top. And then you're going to take your drop cloth. This right here is your drop cloth. It's this cloth, and it has a string attached to it. And all the way down at the bottom there's a weight. So go ahead and drop the weight into the bell and feed the string through until you see the weight come out at the bottom. And then go ahead and pull it through. Now repeat this about 2 to 3 times just to make sure that your clarinet is completely dry. Alright, so let's get this disassembled. It's just like putting it together, but in reverse. So take off your mouthpiece, make sure you slip your ligature back on, put it in its covering, and put it back in your case. And then I'll do that with my barrel. And then you're going to repeat this with all of your parts, starting from the top to the bottom. So your upper joint, and then your lower joint bell. Congratulations! You are now one step closer to being a clarinet player. Thank you for watching my video tutorial.